You've been working together for many years, but it took you time to record the duo album. What made you finally start the Step Brothers project?
Step Brothers has been done for 6 months, 8 months. It's been done. There's a lot that goes into a record more than just recording it. You got to find a label and people to put it out, and financial people to back it and make sure it can get out to as many people as possible. So the record's been complete. We talked about a November release, but we've made a special package with velvet packaging, and we could have put it out on just iTunes on that date, but I felt like we deserved more. So you got it on the day that we promised, second time, and it's now arrived, and I think it's a great thing.
And yesterday I heard the radio freestyle with you, Alchemist, and Kid Ink. And for me, it's the two totally different sides of California rap, like you totally overground, yeah? And Kid Ink, radio-friendly mainstream rap. And what do you think about it? And was it Sway project to put you on one beat?
I mean, I didn't even know Kid Ink was from Los Angeles, I hear a lot of his songs on the radio, and I haven't bought his album, or I'm not really like into it like that, but I hear what he does and I respect it. Listen, everybody's got a different take on music. What I do isn't for everybody. What he does is more of a mainstream thing. But when you put us all together on the radio, you see what it is. So I respect to Kid Ink, but we're doing underground shit. We're not really trying to get on the radio. We've been through so much at this point. It's like we're more just making it for whoever's fucking with us. I'm not trying to get a big singy chorus right now. Not my style.
And when we listen to your music, it's California music, but it's not the most associated vibe to the Californian, like DJ Quick, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Too Short, and something like this. And what inspired you most? And have you ever thought about recording things like this, like g-funk, like mob music from Bay Area?
Both of my parents are from Brooklyn, so my parents are New Yorkers. I was born in California, but every summer of my life I went to Brooklyn and stayed with my family and got to see New York. And when I was a kid, hearing a lot of the Rakim and Big Daddy Kane and EPMD and Special Ed and all the stuff that was coming out, the UMTV Raps era pretty much, I would come back to Cali after the summer like, yo, this is crazy, and then they'd be playing NWA and Dr. Dre and everything else out here, and I love that too because I'm from Cali. I get it, but I think my heart is rooted in an East Coast sound, and that's just what I've always just delivered. It wasn't intentional, and my focus on making G-funk or anything like that, once again, it's not what I do. If something natural could happen, I would work with DJ Quick. Love, Poland is the shit. I would work with them, but it just doesn't really happen like that.
And you've worked with some Polish artists like O.S.T.R. and Wywiad, and what's the best thing in working with overseas artists that you don't know the language, but you feel the vibe?
Yeah, well, O.S.T.R. is an amazing person. I got to know him as a person before I heard his music, and I was just like, wow, his story is so amazing, and he's so humble, but he's got so many accolades, that I was like, okay, this dude is real. He's like the people's people. I get it. I feel like if O.S.T.R. lived in L.A., he would be like, spoke English like we did. He would just be like one of us, but the language makes things difficult sometimes. I can't understand what everyone is saying, so it's hard for me to fully get into it. If I can't understand the lyrics, I'll start listening to the flow patterns, and I'll start listening to the way the vocals are projecting, listen to the beat, and listen to other things. With O.S.T.R., it's one of the few artists where I don't really understand everything, but I still could feel it, So, yeah, I fuck with him. And I was with him yesterday in Prague, so it was dope.
And you rapped, I never thought about fame, I just thought about if KRS would know my name. Yeah. So what would you call your biggest achievement when it comes to music?
Getting a Grammy with Kanye West is pretty crazy, Love. Hell yeah. Love is love. My man, love is love, and war is definitely motherfucking war. Remember that. Hell yeah. Getting a Grammy was kind of crazy, working with Kanye West and watching that album explode was pretty nuts. But, sharing a stage with Guru or, hearing Premier make Nas's Like from scratch, being in the studio for that, or, just being able to talk to DJ Premier on the phone. He'll call me and just leave weird animal noises on my voicemail and shit. So, that's crazy too. Sometimes I don't really sit around and think about it too much because if I do, you're not really living in the moment so much. But if there is a time when to sit back and reflect on all of it, I'm sure I'm going to be pretty overwhelmed with all the stuff that's going on.
And a few weeks ago, we could see that you shared at your Facebook fan page photo from Polish Backstage Club, where they had put a mural with your face on the wall of the club. And have you seen something like this before, and how do you like it?
I've seen stuff like this with Dilated Peoples before, like all three of us, me, Raka, and Babu. You know, like we went to Chile in South America, and there was a big mural of us and things like that, where it's like overwhelming. To see it with me just by myself was pretty crazy. Like, I have a lot of hair on my arms, and all of it stood up. You know what I mean? So you always got to trust your arm hair. That's how I look at it.
And I would like to end with politics as usual. Your music is definitely weed inspired in some part, and recently in the USA there has been some changes with weed legalization in some states. Even Barack Obama said that he smoked as a youngster, and he's against punishing smokers. And what do you think about it?
What do I think about it becoming legal, or?
And yeah, becoming legal and the changes, and Barack Obama saying that he's also a weed smoker.
I mean, listen, there's a lot of worse things going on right now. One day alcohol is illegal and people are going to jail for it and getting murdered over it. The next day it's legal now and it's what you do at dinner. You know, laws are man-made and they're fucking crazy. You know, this plant grows out of the ground and people should be able to enjoy it. I think weed is amazing because it grows out of the ground and you can smoke it as is. You know, you take a coca leaf from cocaine, but you got to mix it with chemicals and do all kind of foul shit for people to do the actual drug. With weed, this is just something natural. It grows out of the ground and you smoke it. So who the fuck are you to question God? That's my answer.
Okay, and the last question, how does it look with next Dilated Peoples? Because when I last spoke, you inspired me with the last question. When last spoke with Raka, he said that you started working with at the new Dilated, and when shall we expect it?
It's done. It's our first album done since 2006, and it feels crazy. We actually, at the last minute, recorded another Alchemist track for it, and that's the last thing we just have to mix when I get back. DJ Premier is mixing his song right now, and I'm pretty excited, man. Dilated, it's like we got off Capitol Records. We told the world we were going to do solo records and express ourselves as individuals, and then come back and make another record, and we finally did it. So hopefully it'll be out by summer, and we'll be back here in Poland representing that.
So this year, next Dilated, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So thanks.
Thank you, man.
And last words from the Polish crowd, because I haven't seen ever artists from USA signing so much time, autographs, and taking photos.
Listen,
it took like 1,000 hours when you were at the scene signing and taking photos.
I've been up for 36 hours straight, and I don't do drugs, so you go figure it out. We've been on planes, trains. I mean, this tour schedule is so fucking hectic. I walked in here tonight not being able to talk, and by the end of the show, I can speak. That's that amazing shit. It's like the energy got me so hyped, I got my voice back. When does that happen? Poland. Now listen, some historic shit happened tonight. Alchemist jumped in the crowd for the first time in his entire career. He's never stage dived before. And the crowd was so fucking hyped that he jumped in that motherfucker. So Warsaw, salute. I can't wait to be back. Thank you.